Okay.
Live. Okay.
It's super fast. It's like we're live, like already.
That's usually how it works. You just push a button and it goes.
No, because on the computer it takes a little bit longer. Like I'll hit live. There's a few
Great.
seconds. It's just all this superpower. I mean, star power. Like I needed to get going quickly.
Yes.
Oh man. Well, I don't. Here's the stinky part. Like I can't tell. Well, we'll figure it out. So I'm excited
Okay.
because
Why?
I'm streaming off of my phone right now.
I don't. I'm kind of like mixed right now because that can like then give you like the ability to do some really quick things. Woo, quick!
Oh, that was
Alex
quick.
is like on it.
Well, let's see. Can I bring that up?
Alex is like on Johnny on the spot. She's like already saying hi.
Oh yeah, I could do that from my phone. All right, folks. Miss Alex, hi. How are you? Truth or dare? Just kidding. We'll do that later.
YOLO. Pro.
So yeah, I'm like a kid right now because I didn't know what I wanted to do was test if I could live stream from my phone on the StreamYard app, and obviously here I am off my phone. So what that means is we may be having some more pop-up, kind of random and special locations.
Gosh.
We got Armando Tunales. He says, "Hey yo, what's going on, baby?" So doing the pop-up, it's kind of become a thing. Jen made me she reminded me a bunch of times, like, Jesse, you're slacking, what's going on? We haven't seen a lot of posts, blah blah blah. I said, oh yeah, we gotta do a pop-up because we're supposed to do something tomorrow. Yeah,
dude, don't we have something planned tomorrow morning?
Yeah, we're gonna be live streaming the NoBS show, NoBS with Jen and Jess, and we're wrapping up. Oh man, I could have set up my little whatchamacallit, my little sneaky treadmill that slides under my desk. That's okay. I got plenty of steps.
You'll probably fall. Don't do that while we're live streaming.
That's true too. So tomorrow we're gonna be wrapping up the owning your impact, identifying your impact, the most influential person and the 5 sources or people that you surround yourself with the most. And we're going to be kicking off a new, like what the next series of conversations is going to be.
Yes.
So Jen, why did you say, hey, Jess, we should talk about owning your impact for the first 3 months exactly?
I don't know if it was that was the plan, but according to you, it's always the plan after the fact. So, no, I just think we've run into a lot of situations to where some of us are there and we are bringing a lot of star power. We're bringing a lot of value, and sometimes we struggle owning the value we're bringing. And I think you and I've had multiple conversations like that. You and Adam and I have had conversations, you with other people. And we've just realized that there's a lot of people around us that are out there doing some really amazing things. And I think sometimes we struggle owning the amazing impact we're having, within our world, but also those ripples that happen outside of that.
Yeah, totally. And to the point you made earlier about the plan, we didn't know it was going to take the first quarter of 2022 to get through the subject. But that is kind of how things play out, because of the amazing NoBS crowd. Mr. Buddy, what's going on, buddy? I see you too, my man. Got to hang out with him on Monday. Was it Monday? Feels like a year ago. Jeez. I'm in San Antonio today. I made it home yesterday because I just have the best luck in the world. I'm a blessed man. I was flying standby from Miami because my time zone math skills suck when I'm not in San Antonio. And I made it on 2 flights standby. Like it was glorious. Anyhow, so just a little insider knowledge for the folks out there. we usually start the conversation with an idea, a topic, and again, gratitude to the NoBS tribe. This owning and identifying your impact was a request from the tribe.
Yeah, absolutely.
And once we started that conversation, and because of all the super awesome people like Mr. Michael Riley,
Hey, Mike, how are you?
that give their thoughts and share their ideas and have been getting super vulnerable with us on the live stream and the after party, that really informs what we're going to talk about next. Like we just kind of a rough idea, step 1, step 2, and then it just grows from there.
Yep.
And so how are you feeling about that method, Jen?
At first I was a little concerned because we didn't have any plan, but I realized that them helping us take that first step then starts to uncover other things through the comments, through the posts, through the people that are a part of that of our tribe. I think it starts to help us see what they need and what they are what are they continually showing up and looking for. And so I think that's for us how it helped us evolve and see the things that, okay, what's next? And usually we're both pretty aligned to the fact on what we're looking for.
Uh-oh, Jamie Knox says, what did I miss? What's going on, Jamie? You know, Jennifer and her wild and crazy ideas, blaming it on Jennifer.
Yeah.
So is it too early to give the folks out there a taste of what we're going to be introducing for the next series of conversations?
I mean, we got a handful of people, so we could give them I think we could, well, first we want to say we're going to probably address, you have a little bit of feedback. I think it's your phone.
It's probably my phone, yeah. I'm going to mute right now.
Okay. So I think we're going to wrap up the Owning Your Impact, kind of that whole series. And I think we're going to touch a little bit on, okay, we have kind of figured out how to own our impact. And when we start doing that, things start happening more and we start spreading ourselves more and we start giving more. And we do have to stop and reflect a little bit on what is that toll on us. And so we're going to touch on that a little bit, which will feed into our next series, I think. So again, I think we have a word, right? We're going to give them the word today. How about that? Just the word of what we're about to, what our next series is going to be about.
Yes. And do you remember the word?
Do you know?
I look behind me because I'm like, man, did I write it down? I'm not sure. Well, here's the word that comes to my mind. And you and I have talked about it a little bit. And the word, it's kind of two words. It's the shift. Is that the same word you're thinking?
Yeah. We talked about choices and connections and things like that, but I think the shift encompasses our choices and our connections and the things that we do once we have owned that impact and realize, oh, I can do these things, and they will, they will have continuous impact. And then it's like, okay, what choices am I making? What connections am I making? But I think you summed up what our entire series is going to be about, which is the shift. So yes, going from owning it to then what? And the shift is going to be, then how does that change our behaviors, change our choices, change our actions, change where we go and what we do and all those things. So like our next set of series are going to hit a lot of those things.
Yes. People, right? And the impact people have on us.
Yes.
And the mitigating or managing the draw on our energy, the kind of prepping for how people are going to see you and treat you differently in really positive ways and also kind of stinky ways.
And how much it can pull from you to where you got to like be able to find time to rest. Because we all struggle with that.
Yep. Well, I don't. I'm an expert at it. But since you brought it up, Jen, did you get your still time today?
I did. Not enough, but I was able to have a little bit of time where and my mind was going at 90 miles an hour, but it did allow me to like stop and just take a break for a second. So yes.
Oh, we got to add that, like coffee time. Princess Kim White calls it coffee time. And it's just that, it's that time, get centering up with ourselves and evaluating everything that's around us.
And the more that we start to understand our impact and the things that pull from us and the things that we receive from, the more we have to be aware of how much that is needed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Adam's not on, we can talk about him because, you know, we like talking about Adam when he's not here, but yes. Adam's had a very, very busy week. And that's going to be my question to him when I talk to him, because I think he just called me. I missed his call, but be like, Adam, how's that rest going this week? And I bet he's not had much of it.
Yeah. Jamie calls it me time. Exactly right. It's that me time because we have to honor and respect ourselves. Yes. And if we don't do it, ain't nobody else going to do it.
Absolutely.
Ooh, baby. Okay. So is it at 8:00? Do I have homework like to prep for tomorrow, Jen?
You always have homework, but you usually just show up and just go on the fly.
It's going to be good. I'm not going to have a haircut, so my highlights are going to be extra pronounced. And that's also.
Did we give the tribe homework? Didn't we have them to like capture their takeaways from this series?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes, that was the homework since January from the brand new year. Reminder homework. What were your takeaways throughout this series of conversations, the first quarter of 2022? And it just worked out that way. That wasn't the plan. Yes. Share that with us because it helps us understand if we're serving appropriately. And, you know, it's a win. We get to celebrate wins with each other.
Yes.
And then we'll kick off the next one. I don't know if it's going to be a quarter, like 3 months worth of conversation, 2 months. You know, the tribe is going to inform us on that. But we're going to get more connected, more vulnerable, and continue to serve at a greater degree. Right. And that's what it's all about.
Go ahead. No.
Go. Jamie. She says, owning your impact. Exactly right. That's what we be doing.
And the big thing I think that we want to highlight is owning your impact was about self. It was about self. It was completely about self and evaluating and really digging deep, getting vulnerable and talking about self. The shift that we're talking about, I think now it's what are those outside things? What are those outside factors? That doesn't mean that self doesn't play into it. But now we're going to start talking about those things that pull, those things that give, those things that get, those things that receive, those things, all that stuff that that all of us deal with. And once we're in a place where we're doing a lot and we're impacting a lot of things, that those things are amplified.
10-4. Do we have any April babies? Because March was like a big month for people, right?
We'll have to ask them tomorrow.
Yes, we'll have to ask them so Amy can add to the list. I don't know if you hear that, but it sounds like they're coming for me. Can you hear that? The police! Popo, coming to get me!
Good thing you got your phone. You can just go on the fly. You can just
Awesome, Jen. Well, I think we've taken up enough of our folks' time. Jamie, Michael, Buddy, Armando, and Miss Alex. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll be on stage in the mañana at 8 a.m.
Central
Time. Central, yes. All right, then.
Okay.
Peace.
Bye.